Well, yes, Chris, there's a real buzz around the arena at what they've just witnessed. Michael van Gerwen getting dumped out by Ian White in some fashion. A real coupon buster, that result. But another star of the weekend, Rob Cross here in action. He's already knocked out 2 seeds in the shape of Michael Smith and Simon Whitlock, who he saw off 6-3 this afternoon. Can he see off another one? Benito van der Pas, who's beaten Paul Nicholson and Joe Cullen, narrowly edging through Joe Cullen's match, 6-5 this afternoon.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Rob to throw first. Game on!
The rust break gets us underway. And this game has probably taken on even more significance now that Michael van Gerwen is out of the tournament. Of course, they won't want to run into Ian White in the kind of form that he's been producing. But a door has been opened. Ian White has created a fantastic chance for himself. But for anyone in this top half, and Benito van der Pas is charging through that door.
Fantastic start. Yes, you'll sense the other players remaining in the competition now may just have an extra spring in the step through these quarterfinals.
Well, it depends which way it affects them as well, doesn't it? Is it added pressure or added incentive?
59. 60.
Rob averaged 101.3 in that win over Simon Whitlock this afternoon.
56.
Yeah, impressive stuff from him, and we've been saying as with every game that goes on that Rob Cross is in uncharted territory, and at which
60.
point will he begin to feel it and perhaps falter a little, and he's not shown any sign of doing that up to now. Incredible impact he's had
121.
since graduating from the Challenge Tour last year. In his first season, it has to be said, on the Challenge Tour, to the Pro Tour this year. Already has a title.
60. Benito, you require
First appearance
85.
in a European event, and is here on stage in the quarterfinals. Van der Pas looking to break.
Well, he's suffered a bounce out there, but he's hit the treble 19 to
Game
leave double
shot,
14.
the first leg. Benito van der Pas.
And an early break
Second leg, Benito to throw
for the number 4
first.
seed.
Game on.
Yeah, didn't need all 3 darts, Van der Pas.
And the progress we've seen from Rob Cross, that will give all the players currently on the
82.
Challenge Tour incentive to see what can happen and what hard work can produce and what rewards it can bring when they see the performances that Rob Cross has been putting in the last few months.
And he's admitted himself that he's felt nervous at times, especially in his first match. So to be able to handle the nerves, you can't really control whether you feel nervous or not. I mean, there may be some mind techniques that some people believe in.
96.
But to be able to deal with them and handle them, Rob Cross has obviously managed to find a way of doing that. Okay, he did have one very wild dart in the last match that
100.
disappeared.
Yes, he said he was worried he was going to hit the chalker. It slipped out of his hand.
It didn't stop him going on to beat Simon Whitlock, did it?
59.
Whitlock, again, is one of the most informed players on the tour over the last 6 months. Not a problem for Rob Cross. 6-3 win.
137.
Benito set this up nicely for a possible 14 darter. Rob Cross will look to pile on the pressure and does
135. Benito, you require 48.
But 16 will leave double 16.
Game
For a
shot on the
2-0
second
lead.
leg. Benito van der Pas,
And
third
looking
leg,
very
Rob to throw
confident
first.
On
Game
his
on.
doubles early on, the Dutchman. He survived a bit of a scare, did Benito, as we see another
29.
flyer there from Rob Cross.
Well, he said earlier on that dart that ended up in the tyre we joked about. He said it slipped out of his hand, and that was clearly the case there again, Rob Cross. So, not sure, you know, that some players do use some kind of grip,
43.
chalk or wax. I don't know if he uses that.
Yes, we've seen Mensur Sulovic regularly going back to the table to put some chalk onto his fingers. We'll see Mensur in action against Jelle Klassen in the quarterfinals later on. But yeah, Benito was 5-2 up against Joe Cullen this afternoon. And then Joe got right back into it with a 170 checkout and a 1-2-4 checkout to bring us all square at 5-all and take us to a decider. But Benito did
58.
see it out to win 6-5.
Yeah, and Cullen believes that he's missed a big opportunity there. Maybe even more so that he's watched Ian White eliminate Michael van Gerwen from
54.
contention. Peter Wright, of course, the man who won the first European Tour event of the year, remains in contention. And Benito van der Pas is stating his case here for the second 180.
And down to a 160 out shot.
140.
Got a good response from Rob.
160.
Another one of those. We'll leave double top. Just readjusting. Well,
120.
maybe that wasn't the right thing to do in that situation.
Well, that could have been a body blow for Rob Cross, who now looks at 83. 16 will leave the bullseye. Bullseye for Cross. Oh, and he's pinned it. What a dart right in the middle.
Cross, full flag, Benito to throw first. Game on.
That took some nerves. Oh, what a dart that is from Van der Pas. That one's not quite as good.
A little bit of a flyer.
100.
But yes, he recovered literally from that early slip in that leg, Rob Cross. See him just wiping his hands on his trousers again there before lining up to throw. But great 83 out shot just to, again, settle any nerves that may be there to get a leg on the board.
Van der Pas is waiting on double top. He could be feeding like it's curtains for Cross if Van der Pas gets that.
40.
Break of throw.
Just 40 with that visit from Benito.
100.
I know he's trailing at the moment, but just an indication of the impact and the progress that Rob Cross has already made. If he were to win this quarter-final match, that would put him into the top 64 or the main PDC order of merit
34
already, and into the top 32 on the Pro Tour order of merit already. We're only in April.
Incredible.
134.
An incredible rise
for
the man from Hastings. Still undecided on a nickname.
Well, he's certainly showing his battling qualities, isn't he, in this tournament?
Benito, you require 134.
May have a chance here, Cross. Benito out to deny him. Oh, look at this. Wonderful stuff from Benito van der Pas. 134 checkout.
Fifth leg, Rob to throw first.
Cross was poised on a neat finish. Van der Pas's finishing has been fantastic. And it's becoming
100.
A bit of an uphill battle for Cross, isn't it?
Absolute quality from Van der Pas.
$140.
He knocked in another ton 40.
Well, the finishing from the pair, really. We've only seen Rob Cross throw one dart at a double. That was at a bullseye and he pinned it. But Van der Pas, the 85 in the first leg, almost took out 160. Then he nails a 134. This is
134.
by some distance the best performance he's put in so far.
He reached the quarter-final in Hildesheim, the first European Tour event of this year, did Benito, losing to Jelle Klassen. He could meet his fellow countryman again later on this evening if both progress.
132. Rob, you require 100.
Oh, we saw Cross land the bullseye earlier on, but he's not going to get a dart at it here. Benito might.
97.
And Big Ben looking for another break.
95.
It could just be slipping away from Rob Cross.
If he can take out this 95, well, he'll just look to
71.
set it up.
Rob, you require 64.
For double 12, should Rob Cross not be able to finish off here. Well, that's a great start.
There it is, that disgusted look at having to go for a double again from Rob Cross, but he's happy with the outcome, I can assure you of that.
Benito to throw first, game on.
And the game is certainly on again now. 4-1 would have been quite a mountain for Cross to come back from, but look how he started this sixth leg.
140.
He's not managed to hit the heights that he produced against Simon Whitlock in the previous round yet. And Van der Pas is throwing at probably a slightly higher level to
83.
Whitlock. But he's going to need to up it a little bit, you feel. However, if Van der Pas doesn't find a treble or two in this throw, he's snatched a dart. But he does find two.
140.
Yes, another good 140 from Van der Pas. And Cross going around the board, unable to find a big treble. So advantage back with Van der Pas as he piles in here. Another big score.
140.
To leave 67. Great cover on the 19s.
So you require 67.
It is, and it leaves him placed for a chance if Benito van der Pas somehow starts faltering at the finish. But he does not. And it's a 4-2 lead for the Dutchman. And he is growing into this tournament, and if he keeps improving, he will and will be a big contender in this German Darts Open.
100.
Yes, could he break his duck and pick up a win on the European Tour?
And we talk about progress. Whatever happens here, Rob Cross has had a fabulous, fabulous weekend.
125.
Almost for Van der Pas. But Van der Pas is on the hunt for his first European title. We've mentioned in a commentary yesterday that perhaps that's the next thing on his list. He's already won titles on the floor. A run in a major and a European title will be certainly in his targets and in his thoughts this year.
100.
And he's got a very big chance today.
Yes, he had a nice little run in Players' Championship
93.
events, winning 3 last year and beating Michael van Gerwen in one of those finals, as well as Joe Cullen and Dave Chisnell in the others.
46.
But the next step will be to transform some of that form from the floor tournaments, as we call them, to the major events. And here he goes again with a 180. That's his third of the match as he starts to turn the screw. How can Rob respond here?
93.
Well, he's relying on a miss from Van der Pas, and he's not been missing much at all. Double 16 the target. And double 16 he gets. And Van der Pas is one leg away from a semi-final showdown with Ian White, who knocked out Michael van Gerwen a few moments ago. And he's throwing first, and he's starting well. That's perfect. Perfect. Switching.
127.
Yes, he's stepped up a gear as the game has gone on as Benito. And looking very good indeed.
140.
And again, that will make for a great semi-final with the way Ian White was playing. Should Benito get over the line here?
Well, it's wonderful finishing in this match. Van der Pas 5 out of 7, Cross 2 out of 2, but he's been denied chances because Van der Pas has been scoring very, very heavily indeed. Averaging over 105. And now looking at a ton for the match. Can Big Ben strike double top and book his place in the semi-finals? Not quite yet, but he will be back for double 10 because Cross is a long way behind.
All Cross can do is hit and hope, and he's not going to put much of a dent in that. Still not on a finish, so Benito, he'll want to get this done. He won't want to fluff his lines, but he will have time. A good marker, and there it is, double 10. Quick work from the Dutchman. What a fantastic run Rob Cross has had this weekend. We're going to see lots more of him, I'm sure, in the very near future. But it's Benito van der Pas who will take on Ian White in the first semi-final later on this evening. Coming up next, it's our third quarter-final as we go into the other half of the draw. Peter Wright taking on Gerwyn Price in a few minutes' time. We'll have a few words on stage with our MC Alma as he has a chat with the victorious Benito van der Pas.
Cross, der hier ein tolles Turnier gespielt hat, ein tolles Debüt gegeben hat auf der European Tour. My feeling is the last match was a very important match for you. You played really well this time.
I'm playing better and better, and I'm enjoying it.
That's good. Michael van Gerwen is not in your half anymore. That opens doors, right? Even though Ian White played a brilliant match. I mean, that's for sure.
They played really well the last 3 games, but I enjoy it again, and it's a long time ago, and I'm up for it.
It's good to see you here and see you playing like this. Thank you very much. Benito van der Pas.